In a recent conversation with Fox News Digital, Aaron Lewis, renowned as a country rock singer and the frontman of Stained, delved into the fallout surrounding his latest solo project, The Hill. No stranger to controversy due to his outspoken views, Mr. Lewis has weathered storms of criticism for his support of former President Donald Trump, his outspoken critiques of President Joe Biden, and his advocacy for fundamental American principles. With his chart-topping single, Am I the Only One, released in July 2021, Mr. Lewis didn't shy away from controversial topics, addressing issues such as flag burning and statue removals. Any of the things that anybody would have found offensive are already out there, he remarked, shrugging off potential repercussions. Reflecting on a previous discussion surrounding his track, Am I the Only One, Mr. Lewis recalled the public outcry for his cancellation. However, he found solace in the steadfast support of his record label president, who championed his artistic freedom of expression. When I put out, Am I the Only One, there was a public, outward calling for my cancellation and for me to lose my record deal, and my record label president said, absolutely not, and he stood up for my ability to speak my feelings as an artist and to have the freedom of speech to do so, he mused. Mr. Lewis highlighted the significance of preserving a shared set of principles outlined in the Constitution. He discussed the importance of these values. The Constitution is what gives this country to us, the people, he lamented. It's our responsibility. We are the caretakers of this country, and it is our responsibility to hand this country over to the next generation in a better state and in a better condition than we received it, and we are failing miserably, he said. Regarding the mainstream media's role in shaping societal values, Mr. Lewis adopted a critical stance, viewing its influence as largely detrimental. He stressed the collective responsibility of citizens to safeguard the nation's integrity for future generations, denouncing the current state of affairs as a collective failure. Looking ahead to the upcoming presidential election, Mr. Lewis voiced his admiration for select political figures, including President Trump and outspoken conservative figures like Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene Argov, and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, who dropped out of the race in January. His core message focused on national unity. He encouraged Americans to uphold core values and address the country's growing divisions. As an American, I feel a driven responsibility to protect and to better and to save this country that I was so lucky to be born in, Mr. Lewis declared, underscoring his unwavering commitment to preserving the country's legacy. Controversial past. At a recent performance on February 11 at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida, Mr. Lewis addressed the crowd before launching into his single, Am I the Only One? In his speech, Mr. Lewis remarked, what we're witnessing is craziness. What we're watching as the absolute fringe of our society has been flip-flopped and put right in the center of attention. For every one of their voices, there is 1,000 of ours. Just remember that. The Constitution clearly says that this is our country, it's not the government's country. They don't rule us. They don't have power over us, he continued. No one's coming, Mr. Lewis asserted, dispelling notions of reliance on political figures. He urged vigilance against efforts to divide the nation and highlighted the need for unity in the face of adversity. Mr. Lewis' commentary doesn't end with music. He's also made headlines for his views on COVID-19 treatments, his public statements during concerts, and his take on international affairs, such as the conflict in Ukraine. In 2022, at a concert in Ohio, he discussed the issue of what he called corruption in government, acknowledging its presence across the political spectrum. These are the people that are making us look bad throughout the entire world, the same people that have you convinced that we all need to support Ukraine even though all of their money laundering systems, all of their everything, the way that they get all their kickbacks and they wash everything is all through that sick Ukraine, he said. In interviews, Mr. Lewis has made it clear that he seeks information beyond mainstream media sources, preferring alternative voices like Tucker Carlson, Andrew Wilkow, and Mark Levin. His approach extends to his choice of attire, notably sporting a hat reflecting his disdain for President Biden. He drew the ire of animal lovers, ranchers, and PETA people for the ethical treatment of animals in 2023 after he shared a photo on social media of dead coyotes spelling out, Trump 2024. In a statement to Billboard Music, PETA wrote, just like the dogs who share our homes, coyotes feel pain and fear and love their families, and because they're one of the few species found in nearly every U.S. state, they're beloved by many as America's song dog. One follower responded to the photo on Facebook, commenting, I'm pro-Trump, pro-guns, pro-hunting, and like Aaron Lewis but have some damn respect for the animals. Who raised you? I'm a hunter and own livestock and farm, and I don't destroy huge populations of apex predators, wrote another. I make sure I secure my domestic animals because I'm educated and know this isn't conservationism.